What's going on, guys? This is Java programming tutorials, and I've been getting several requests from you guys to do a video tutorial about graphical user interface, or Java GUI, or Java GUI, whatever you prefer to say. So here it is, the introduction to Java graphical user interface. It's actually gonna be a series of tutorials, I think about 5 or 6 videos, I guess, and in which I'll teach you guys from like basic stuff to like more higher level and advanced stuff. So first things first, let's go ahead and create a new Java project, and I'm gonna call it YouTube GUI tutorial. So basically this video is gonna be about really basic stuff, like the introductory stuff, and in the next video I'll do like some more interactive and interesting stuff. So let's go ahead and create a new class, and I'm gonna just call it test GUI. So while creating a GUI, the most important thing you need to know about is JFrame. So it's gonna extend JFrame, and I'm gonna tell you within a minute what JFrame is. So let's go ahead and import JFrame. So if you have to import a class, you can just hit Control Shift and O, and it will automatically import it for you. So what JFrame is actually this entire window. JFrame, if Eclipse was written in Java, JFrame would be the entire window, including these buttons, the menu bar, the taskbar, the everything. So you can do this in two ways. You can either extend a JFrame class, or you can create a private or public instance variable of JFrame. So both of these are kind of same. There's like a real little difference, so which I'll be showing you in a minute. And let's go ahead and create some more cool stuff. Let's create a JLabel, and I'm gonna call it label equals new. Wait, we should do this in the constructor. Yeah, we should definitely do this in the constructor. And let's create a JButton, and I'm just gonna call it button. And let's also create a J text field. I'm gonna call it field. So let's go ahead and import all the classes using the shortcut Control Shift O. So JFrame, I just told you guys, it's the entire window thing. Label is like just text. Button, everyone knows what button is, and text field is like an area where you can just type stuff, and it is just one line. So let's go ahead and create a public constructor, of course, test GUI, and in the constructor we have to initialize all of these variables, instance variables. So I'm gonna call JFrame equals new JFrame, and label equals new JLabel, and button equals new JButton, and field equals new JField. What's wrong with this? Oh, JTextField. So what these statements do is they just create an object for JFrame, JLabel, JButton, and JTextField. Now we wanna add all these stuff in the frame. Let's not extend JFrame. Let's use an instance variable for JFrame for now. So as I told you guys, JFrame is the window, and the window contains all of these stuff. So let's go ahead and add label, button, and text field to the frame, and we can just use frame.add function to add these things. So you just have to say frame, or whatever the name of the JFrame variable is, dot add parentheses and the object, which is label, button, and field. So if we run the program now, we are gonna see absolutely nothing. Exactly, absolutely nothing. That was my last program. For two very basic reasons. Because we don't have a main class. So let's go ahead and create a main class. We can create it in the same class. Main method, I mean, not main class. String args. And let's go ahead and we can just say new test GUI. So, but if we run it now, still it's gonna show nothing. Actually, absolutely nothing, as you can see. But yeah, absolutely nothing. It's cause we haven't set the frame visible. Frame should be visible. So let's set the frame visible. So we can set the frame visible using two methods. One is one of the methods is frame.show, but as you can see, there's lines tracking for it. It's cause like there's a much better function which you can use nowadays, and you shouldn't use frame. I would recommend using this function which is called isVisible or setVisible. Yeah, setVisible. True. So what this function does is it makes the JFrame visible. So if we run the program now, it's gonna just show a teeny tiny, where is it? Right over here. It's gonna show a window over here, as we can see, which is really small, and I had to like enlarge it. So, and it has none of these stuff. You know what? Let's add something to these. So let's name our frame. So we can name our frame just by using .set text, set title, I mean, and I'm gonna call it test. And for label, I'm gonna say label.set text to, let's see, set text to my first GUI class. And button, let's say dot set text, let's say hello. And text field, I don't think we need text for text field, but we can add if you want to. Field dot set text, and I'm just gonna say hello world. So now let's set some more, let's specify some more functions for JFrame, and I'm gonna say JFrame frame dot set default close operation JFrame dot exit on close. So what this thing basically does is, when you hit this X button, it closes the program, it terminates the program, to be more specific. And let's say frame dot set location relative to null. And what this do is it makes the window appear right in the center of the screen. So if we run the program now, we can see that the window, instead of hopping on the top left corner, just shows up in the center of the screen. So let's close that for now. Let's say frame dot set resizable equals false. So what this does is it makes the frame non-unresizable, so you cannot resize, and it's so small. So let's set the minimum size for it, and I'm going to call it new dimension. Let's make it a 600 by 600 window, and don't forget to import dimension class. And now if we run it, we can see it's quite big. We can see text, label, button, and field, and it's because of the default JFrame layout, which we have to change. So I'm gonna say frame dot set layout, not layout pane, my bad. Set layout, and I'm gonna say no. So what this does is basically makes the layout of the frame to be null, and this statement just sets the minimum size of the JFrame. And now if we run it, we can I think we can see nothing. Yeah, exactly. So what we need to do now is we have to set the bounds for label, button, and field, so that it shows up. So let's set the bounds first for label dot set bounds, and let's make it appear at 150, and the width should be, let's say, 200, and height should be 60. And now let's do the same for J button. No, button dot set bounds. Let's say 100, 400, 260. And now let's set the bounds for the field. Let's say 300, comma. Now let's say 100, comma, 300, comma, 200, comma, 60. Let's change this to 500. And now if we run the program, we can see this. This is the JLabel, my first GUI class. So it is basically a text which appears on the JFrame and which isn't editable, whereas the text field is this, in which you can like edit text, you can type anything, Java programming tutorials. Yeah, so text field is actually editable, and button is just a button that you can click, and we haven't added a mouse event listener to it, so it's not gonna work now. And JFrame is actually the entire window, this whole window. And as you can see, this default close operation that we assigned to it. So if we hit this button, it's gonna end the entire program. Location relative to null makes it appear in the center of the screen. Resizable, set resizable equals false makes it impossible to resize it. And set visible just makes it visible. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe, and share. And for any queries, please comment below. And guys, have a nice day. Peace.